Okay, so we're going to do step 29, and what this is producing labels. So the only difference between labels and a report is that labels is once you've done your query, instead of going to report wizard, you go to labels. So let's see what we do. So produce labels from all the data which shows only the record where the car has been dispatched. VIN begins with 36, distributor contains PLC, engine size ends with 00, etc., etc. So these things over here we're going to do in the criteria row of your query. And once you've done that, the rest is done in the labels wizard. Okay, so we go to our access, we're going to create, query design, add the tables in. Just make sure you get all the fields in. If you don't, you may have to go back and double click on the fields and drag them in just to make sure. Okay, so let's do the first one. The car has been dispatched. So what we do, so we look for dispatched. Alright, because if you run this query, you will look, so in this case I guess it's going to be dispatched still before it was distributed. So you can see that it is not in this query. So when I was double clicking, I missed it. Okay, so it was, yes, it's dispatched, double click on it. Okay, so what we want to do is see all the dispatched where it is yes. We want all the cars that have been dispatched. So we type yes under dispatched in the criteria row. So if it run, all the dispatches, all the dispatched records should have a yes, which is correct. So we go back. Do the next one. VIN begins with 36. So go to VIN begins with 36 and an asterisk. So asterisk just means that any text can follow. Okay, so but as long as it starts with 36. So VIN over here starts at 36, so that is good. Distributor contains. So contains, whenever you hear the word contains, just remember to put the word that you're looking for in between the asterisk symbols. So distributor is here, so asterisk PLC asterisk. So it's going to look for any distributor that contains the word PLC or the letters PLC together. So view, there we go, distributor, you can see all of these have PLC in it. So far we have all of the distributors of the word PLC involved, and dispatches is yes, and the VIN is 36 for beginning. The engine size ends with 00, so begins with was the, for 36 for example, 36 asterisk, so ends with is going to be asterisk 00. Engine size is asterisk 00. Run. Engine size, all of these have 00 at the end, so that's perfect. Model is micro Z, micro echo. So model micro Z or micro echo. There we go. So only micro Z is shown up because all the micro ecos obviously have probably not all been dispatched or do not have PLC in the distributor, or engine size is not in 00, or VIN does not start with 36. So it's fine, so don't worry. If you are getting records, then it's fine. So that's fine still. Color is not silver. So color not silver. So the not function, whatever follows not, is going to be excluded from our search. And you can see in color there is no silver anymore. Alright, so that's our query done. So like before, the only difference is now we go to create labels. Step 29. Okay, so these bullets over here may not be in order, so we're just going to make sure that we read through them carefully. So read through all of them before you do anything. So for example, the third one here, from the sort part, is arranged in 2 columns. And you can see in the images 2 side by side for the labels. So that's a number across. So we just need to choose one that has 2, so either this one or this one, but there's also a whole list. I'm going to stick with this one. Next. This window you always get. Okay, so what would you like on your mailing label? So now we're going to actually type out what we want on our labels. So this is the second part over here from the sort bullet. Show only these fields. But before I'm going to type these out, I'm actually going to see if there is a heading for the labels. And there is. So at the top of each label, cars dispatched. So I'm going to type that out. Hit enter, put some spaces, and now we're going to do the label. So we must show the field VIN. So what we're going to do is type out the label VIN, colon, take it across, enter. Next one, we want model to show. So model, colon, take it across. Next one, contact name, colon, take it across, enter, port. Okay, so before we go next, let's have a look if there's anything else we want on our label. So we've done this part, put a little strike through here. We've done this, but we'll hit the larger font part. We'll make it larger. Field name as well as the data, so that we typed out the label and we took across the data. So it just has your name, center number, CAN number at the bottom of each label. So that also has to be on your label. So at the bottom, I'm going to type out name, candidate number, center number. We go next. We want to sort it by descending order of model. So we just take model across for now. We can sort it. So there's our labels. So first of all, they said they want the title to be a little bit bigger. So if you go to design view, you'll see this. On the home, we'll change the size to like 14. Maybe move these down a bit if they need to. So if we go view, print preview, you can see there we go. And descending order of model. Alright, so if we hit the group and sort, you're going to see at the bottom there is model, which because of the wizard, we said sorted according to model. But it says A on top, which means it's in ascending order. So if we want to descend, we must say Z on top. So go home, view, report print preview, and there we go. So the models are now in descending order. That's it. That is all that a label is. You do your query first, and then label wizard, and then just some adjustments at the end.